Let's test your knowledge of phrasal verbs together. Hello guys and welcome to another amazing lesson with Amazing. In today's video we'll be talking about phrasal verbs. But this video is going to be a little bit different because this is going to be test-based. And you are going to test your knowledge of phrasal verbs. You're going to see how they work, what are their meanings, and when and where you can use them. Okay, in the first place, we must know what a phrasal verb is and how it functions. A phrasal verb is a group of words that function as a single verb. Words like turn on, put off, go ahead, and go on. These groups of words have two parts. The first part is a verb and the second one is a particle. We keep the first part, the verb, and then when the particle is changed, the meaning of the whole group changes. But remember, these phrasal verbs are mostly used in informal contexts and situations. So you can use them for writing essays and different texts, but this is more common to use them for your everyday speaking. Now, in order to ease into the topic, I'm going to give you one example of a phrasal verb and then we will go for the tests. The example is turn. Turn is a verb that refers to the act of spinning or moving around. For example, the cat is turning around and around. Okay? It means that it is a spinning. It is moving in different directions. But when you add the particle on to turn on, it's the act of making a machine or a system start to work. Turn on the lamp, turn on the computer, turn on your cell phone, or turn on the camera. Alright, now is the time to test your knowledge of phrasal verbs. Together, we will be reviewing some example questions, multiple choice ones, and you will have enough time to choose the right answer. You will have 6 to 7 seconds. You can take your time, choose the right answer, and then at the end of the video, you can see how many of them you got right. So stay with me. Okay, here comes the first test. The librarian offered to, the meaning of that unfamiliar word in the dictionary for me. First, look away. Second, look up. And third, look forward to. Oh, definitely look up, because whenever you use this phrasal verb, you are referring to the process of checking some information or data on a website, on a dictionary, or any other academic source. But the other two choices, why were they wrong? Because look away, it simply means not to consider something or turn a blind eye to something going on around you. And look forward to means to wait for something happening. For example, I look forward to seeing you. It means I'm definitely waiting to see you as soon as possible. Test number 2. I'm worried about leaving my pet on vacation. Can someone it while I'm gone? Can someone look out it? Can someone look for it? Can someone look after it? For sure, look after it. When you use look after, you mean take care of something. For example, I will look after the kids. I will look after your pet. I will look after the house. It means I'm taking care of them. But the other two choices, why were they wrong? Because look out means to be careful with something. For example, oh, look out, that's a wild animal. And look for means to simply search for something. I'm looking for my keys. I'm looking for my friends. I'm looking for a new house. I'm searching for a new house. Test number 3. If you have a higher position compared to others, you should not to them. You should not look down to them. You should not look back to them. You should not look into them. Alright, it's definitely look down to them, because when you look down to other people, it means you consider yourself better or of a higher position, of better abilities and talents, and you are somehow arrogant. So you would look down to other people, and it's not good. Okay, the other two choices and why they were incorrect. Look back and look into. Look back simply refers to the process of thinking about whatever happened in the past, whatever happened in your life. For example, when I look back, I realize I shouldn't have invested in the stock market. It was a bad choice. And look into, this is a synonym to investigation. We should look into the problems of the company. We should look into the defects of the system. Okay, here comes the second set of phrasal verbs. Think. For example, the writer struggled to a believing ending for her story. Think ahead, think up, and think back. Definitely think up, because think up means to come up with a new idea. Think ahead means to think about the future, and think back means to think about the past. So, I guess you got the right answer. And let's go for a second one. If you want to leave a prison, you should all possibilities and leave no room for error. Think over, think through, and think back. Well, definitely think through, because when you think through something, you are considering all the possibilities and all the consequences of an action or a decision, right? And the other two choices, why they are incorrect, you already know about think back, thinking about the past. And think over, it means to think about something or consider it very carefully. For example, I give you an offer, and then you can spend enough time, think it over. Okay, in this video we just covered two of the most commonly used phrasal verbs in everyday spoken English. But there are definitely a lot more. So if you want to know more about phrasal verbs and improve your communication skills along with your fluency, then follow the next video, because that is also going to be related to the topic. Finally, thank you guys for watching our videos, and I'd be looking forward to your comments down below. See you and bye-bye.